And many, many years ago, in the early 1950s, I worked in a magic shop in Oxford Street, a little magic stall, if you like. It was owned by a guy called Dick Chevelle, who is now unfortunately no longer with us. And in those days, Dick used to buy this magic trick, which is called the Baffler box, from Gus Davenport. Gus at that time owned a company called Will Goldston Limited, which was a wholesale magic and novelty company. This was one of Gus's favorite demonstrations. And we used to buy them, and I used to demonstrate this behind the counter and sell it to kids or grandmas for their grandchildren. And you're probably sitting there saying, what the hell is it? Well, I'll show you. It's a little box, and you can drop anything you like into it. In this instance, I'm dropping a couple of coins in there, and what happens is you do that and turn it over, and the coins disappear completely, or whatever you put into the box. To retrieve it is a hell of a problem, but it's still a good bet. This is a thing which I've done before up here with a handkerchief, which you fold up into all these corners, and you drop the coin. I'm using a large Chinese coin. You drop the coin into the handkerchief. Now you know the coin went in there because you saw me drop it in, yes? If I bang it on the table, you can actually hear the coin in there, is that right? As a matter of fact, you can actually see the coin there, can't you? Until you open up the handkerchief and the coin disappears. There was misdirection. Oh, no, it's all right, it's all right. There was misdirection there. You may not realize it because you all know what I was doing, but there was a bit of misdirection there. Simple. And all you have to do is tie a knot in the rope. And having tied the knot, you now pull it tighter and tighter and tighter. And in fact, you can pull it so tight that it disappears. Now, I know exactly what you're thinking. You're sitting here saying to yourself, how did he do that?
You have to accept the fact that in order to do magic, you're going to lie. And you have to accept the fact that you don't want to. And you really don't want to, and you're fighting against that. And you have to accept that in a very, very simple way of your executive functions taking over your empathy and compassion.
One of the big tricks to making something convincing for the moment to an audience is to let them come to that conclusion themselves. So instead of saying, here I have an ordinary deck of cards, you say, would you shuffle those cards for me? Now, the person is shuffling the cards, and that tells them that the cards are normal. Even all those cards might all be identical, but if the person is just shuffling them and not paying attention, the person has become convinced that it's a real deck of cards. The magician...
We're going to teach you a little bit of coin magic. Now, coin magic, this telling you to do the miser's dream on the street all the time. It's called the miser's dream because a miser might dream of having a lot of money. And he did this on the streets for years, and there's a version of our show he does right now with the miser's dream. It's the best work we do. Coin magic often uses sound as misdirection. You hear the sound of the coins going into the bucket. We'll teach you how to use a little bit of sound misdirection when we talk about coin magic.
The basic method...